On a very ordinary day, this man did something unimaginable to his wife and their young daughter. His name was Yosef, and he is married to Maria. They have a young daughter named Judith. Judith has always wanted to be a star, but her parents didn't have money. Her dad is a local plumber who struggled with anger and alcoholism, but her mom was determined to make her daughter's dream come true. She taught her how to behave poised and well mannered. And one day, luck shines on them. Her mother took her skating at a popular site, and that day happens to be the very day a certain producer was shooting his film. The producer liked her and decided to cast her in another film he was working on. And from there, boom, her career takes off. She started acting in commercial roles, and then she got her very first role in a TV series called Fate or Vision, where she played a little girl who was unalived by her father. She acted many other movies like Twilight Zone, Growing Pains, Cheers, and many more. And little Judith was making a lot of money from her acting career. Things started going well financially for her family. They even got a three-bedroom house in a good neighborhood. Everyone was happy except her father, Joseph. He became jealous because his young daughter was making more money than him, making her the breadwinner. He wasn't really happy about that, and his drinking habit started getting worse by the day. And he became very abusive towards his wife and his young daughter Judith. And many times he threatened to unalive them if they ever try to leave him. This made little Judith, who was 9 at that time, really depressed, but it didn't affect her career. While the world saw a smiling little actress becoming famous, nobody realized how much pain was hidden behind the scene. She gets cast in an animated movie, All Dogs Go to Heaven,
Oh, Charlie, I'll miss you.
Yeah.
and also acted her favorite role as Ducky in The Land Before Time with the iconic catchphrase from the movie, Yep, Yep, Yep.
You should come out. You should. You are late. Yes, you are. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, yep, yep.
As Judith continued to be successful in her career, her home life was still chaotic. Her father was still being very abusive to his family. But one day, it finally got to her as she began crying on a movie set. Everyone was shocked and confused, but her mother knew why her daughter was so sad, and she decided it was enough. She took some of Judith's earning and rented an apartment to stay during the day so they wouldn't always be around her father. Her plan was to divorce him and permanently move to the apartment, leaving him for good. Until when Yusuf found out about the house and her plans for divorce, he just loses it. One day, when Judith and her mom were at home, he took a gun, pointed it at his wife, and pulled the trigger. He then walked into Judith's bedroom, saw her sitting on the bed, pointed the gun at little Judith, and also pulled the trigger and unalived her. Then later on, he poured gasoline on them and set them ablaze. Then he goes to the garage, pointed the gun at himself, and also unalived himself. Judith was just 10 years old when she died. The entire entertainment industry was shocked. What makes it even more heartbreaking is The Land Before Time was released after her death. When audience heard Ducky's joyful yep yep yep, they didn't know that the little girl behind that voice was already gone. Judith and her mom were buried in a local cemetery in unmarked graves. But 16 years later, her fans got them headstone, and on Judith's headstone, they put a quote from her favorite role, Yep, Yep, Yep. Her story reminds us of something very important. Sometimes the brightest smiles hold silent pain, and protecting children must always come first. Follow for more.